Welcome to the 27th Letters podcast. Right now, we got the one and only Maurice Ager. If you don't know, you know what I mean? The man, the myth, the legend, the more, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
you know,
All
um,
that. Mhm.
Mo, how we get down with this conversation is like usually I start with your mom because none of us start our story doesn't start without our mom. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
who's your mother? Like, who is she, and where were you born, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. My mother's name is Maddie Ager. She was actually born in Alabama. She moved to Detroit later on in life. I think I want to say in her late teens, somewhere around there. Yeah, I think she was a late teenager when she moved to Detroit, which is big. It was a big deal back then, bro, to move from down south all the way up north. You know what I'm saying? Considering all the stuff that was going on in terms of man, the racism back then was that shit used to hit different. So it's like, so moving to Detroit was kind of like a real come up. So,
Oh, for
yeah,
real.
she lived in Detroit. And, yeah, I was born and raised in Detroit. Yeah, that was cool deal. You know what I'm saying? Having someone from down south, man, and having that blood in me. But yeah, man, mom's is everything, bro. Mom's is she raised me, just her. You know what I'm saying? And my sisters and stuff like that. You know, and my mom was very instrumental. But I say the main thing I could say about my mom, looking back now, that was the most important thing was she gave me my space to be able to just do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't you know how they say we choose our parents and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Before we come down here. So it's like I feel like I chose the right mom just because she let me be who I needed to be. You know what I'm saying? She gave me the freedom. A lot of times, of course, she was still a mom, and like she just let me get away with anything. But I was able to move around a lot, man. I'm looking back, I'm like, dang, man, she really allowed me to, you know what I'm saying? Looking forward, you know what I'm saying, all of the women I've been with in my life, you know what I'm saying, my mom was the only one that was allowing me to just be me, you know what I'm saying, and be free. And of course my wife not, but you know what I'm saying. So it's just kind of crazy. They say you marry your you know what I'm saying, your wife is like your mom and stuff like that. And in so many ways she does remind me of my mom in many ways in terms of just allowing me to just be me and do myself and have the time to be able to, you know, grow into the person I need to be and operate in my own personal development and my purpose. So yeah,
yeah,
my
yeah.
mom's, you know, she's
She allowed you to
you know
blossom.
dope into music, you know, definitely, bro, definitely.
Okay, so your dad, did you grow up with your dad? Did your dad around at any point?
Nah, he wasn't around, but you know, I used to see him every now and then. You know, we never had any problems or
Was he
nothing
from
like
the
that.
South or Detroit?
He's from Mississippi. He's from Mississippi. He moved to Detroit too. But now yeah, my pops, you know, he would pop up every now and then. You know what I'm saying? I think that other great my mom, she never had that, you know, he was um, um you know, I never felt negative towards my pops. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do growing up without their dad. So, you know, he was into music too. So it was like it was good, man. Music is in the blood, you know, and yeah, I'm grateful for both of them. But he
See.
passed away when I was 18.
Oh, word.
Yeah, like 2002.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Did you feel like you missed out on a male role model? Did you feel that absence of a male role model in your life early on?
You know what? Not really, because you know later on, you know, my sister, she had a boyfriend. I met him when he was 8, 9. When I was 8 or 9, his name was Antoine. And
Okay.
I'm actually writing a book right now. You know, I wrote a whole chapter on him, how important he was, and the role he played in my life. I would definitely say he was the most important male figure in my life. You know what I'm saying? In terms of being able to come in at a very pivotal time in my life to show me different things. You know what I'm saying? Because I was raised around all women. You know what I'm saying? Aunties, cousins, all sisters, nieces. It was like, you know, to have him come through and really introduce basketball to me in certain ways and basically, you know, show me that there's an outlet in terms of using this basketball to go to play at high levels from college to the NBA. So, you know, Twan, he came to my life, you know, at a very pivotal time, you know, and then of course he had cousins. So nah, I was good. I was good. I was good
Yeah. So,
eventually.
so
You know.
salute to the men that played a role for this children that ain't necessarily there. So salute to Antoine. You know what I mean? Because I've been doing some research leading up to this, and I heard his name a few times. Where you mentioned him, like that's the dude that really opened your eyes on so many levels. You know. How many siblings you have?
I got two sisters on my mom's side. My dad's side, shit, I'm not sure. I think like five. That number changed every time I talk to them over there, but I'm just gonna go ahead and stick with the two sisters. You know what I'm
Say,
saying? I know I got a brother for sure over there,
the
and at
Papa
least
was a
two sisters
Rolling Stone.
for sure, definitely. It was
um,
rolling.
so what was your childhood like in Detroit?
Man, I had a great childhood, bro. You know what I'm saying? Neighborhood kid, you know what I'm saying? We used to really get it in the neighborhood, you know, basketball, football, karate, you know what I'm saying? It was great, bro. It was like, you know, growing up in Detroit, it was cool because you didn't necessarily know that you were in the hood like that. That's all we knew until we actually start traveling and moving around. But, you know, this was around the time I grew up in the 90s, man. I was born in the 80s. I got at least 6 years in the 80s. But nonetheless, you know what I'm saying, the 90s is what I remember the most. And that was a golden period, bro.
For
Between
sure.
90s and 2000, those were golden years, bro. So it's like, even they, you know, guys, you know, anything crazy with the kids and stuff like that, you know, guys did their thing. But nonetheless, bro, it was dope, man. It was good growing up in Detroit, man. I gained a lot of toughness, that soulfulness, you know what I'm saying? Growing up in a city where, you know, music is such a powerful thing, bro. And yeah, and being able to experience some of the you know, just the struggle, man, a beautiful struggle, bro. And it was great. Yeah, I have no complaints about my childhood, you know what I'm saying, in terms of, you know, what I got out of it. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, I'm writing this book, man, and my childhood is was very, very, very good, you know, and I'm grateful for it, you know, and more importantly, I'm still connected to my childhood. You know what I'm saying? I still got that childlike spirit, bro, and I still feel like
Always.
I'm still that same kid, you know what I'm saying, with just with just more years and more wisdom. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty
That's
much
dope.
how I approach it.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. So what was your introduction to sports like?
Man, just playing around the neighborhood, bro. You know what I'm saying? Playing on crates, you know what I'm saying, in the alleys. You know, it was always just outside with it, bro. We was, you know, whatever was
Was
popping that day, that's
basketball
what we was
always
on.
it? Was basketball the only sport you ever played?
Yeah, football, basketball, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we played a little baseball, you know what I'm saying? It was always, we was always active, bro. You know, gym, you know what I'm saying? We was good gymnasts, you know what I'm saying? So we be out in the back alleys on the mattress, on the old mattresses, doing flips, back flips, you know what I'm saying? Jumping off of gates, flipping off of garages and shit, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
there ain't no Wi-Fi. Ain't no Wi-Fi back then. You have to get out. You have to get out to connect.
We was getting it in, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely became athletic just from flipping on dirty mattresses, you know what I'm saying? Like, playing hide go seek, you know what I'm saying? And just, like I said, man, I grew up in a very amazing era, bro, where we really had to get it in outside. Like, it wasn't no, we had video games, of course. We plug up the Segas, you know what I'm saying, get the Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and all that cool stuff. But for the main monk shit, outside was it, bro. We was
For sure. For sure.
like these kids get on punishment now. You can't go outside. They cool. You know, I'm good.
They're like, go to your room. Okay, shoot. I got a TV in there.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I
Back
mean?
then we was like, nah, we gotta be out. Yeah, outside was
For
it.
sure.
You
For
know, it
sure. You
was.
don't want to miss nothing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But how were your grades in school?
Trash. Hmm.
Straight up, like trash.
Garbage.
Oh, Lee. So your recruitment when you finally realized that you could make it playing going to the NBA, how was that recruitment period like, especially with you not having good grades? Like how did you manage to pick which school to go to and so on and so forth?